Hello, this is Russell Hawley from the Tate Geological Museum, and today I'd like to introduce you to an extinct fossil predator called Hyenodont. And Hyenodont bones are found in the White River Formation, and there's a good outcrop of the White River Formation just a little bit southeast of Douglas, right here in Wyoming, not more than about an hour's drive from where we're standing. Now, there's many different species of Hyenodont. This is one of the smallest species. This is Hyenodont mustelinus. And then there's medium-sized species like Hyenodont crucians and cruentus, and a big species about the size of a female lion called Hyenodont horridus. So no matter what sized herbivore you were in the White River Formation, there was a Hyenodont species the right size to make a meal of you. So interesting times. Now, these Hyenodonts were probably vaguely wolf-like in appearance. They've got a long wolf-like snout and big canine teeth like a wolf, and to see one, you might be forgiven for thinking that they're related to wolves, but in reality, they are not. They're not related to hyenas either, in spite of the name. Instead, they belong to an extinct order of carnivorous mammals that are not closely related to the cats and wolves and dogs and hyenas of today. Now, how do we know that? Well, it's all about the carnassial teeth. If you look at the skull of a modern carnivorous mammal, like this is the skull of a dog, for example, you'll notice that two of the teeth, one pair in the lower jaw and one pair in the upper jaw, have been enlarged into lengthy, sharp-edged blades that shear past each other for cutting meat. Those are called the carnassial teeth. Now, on a modern carnivore, like a dog, they are comprised of the lower first molar tooth. Here's the first premolar tooth, second, third, and fourth, and then there is the first molar, greatly enlarged to form that carnassial blade. In the upper jaw, we've got the first premolar, second and third, and then the last premolar, premolar number 4, is enlarged into the carnassial blade. So those are the two teeth that shear past each other for cutting meat in modern carnivores. Now, if you look at the jawbone of a Hyenodont, you can see that the carnassial is a different tooth. Here's our first, second, third, and fourth premolars, and then here are the first and second molars. The third molar is the one that's enlarged into a carnassial blade. Incidentally, this is a young Hyenodont, and you can tell because that last molar was still in the process of erupting at the time that he died. But as you can see, it would have been very lengthy. Meanwhile, in the upper jaw, we've got first, second, third, and fourth premolars. And then here's the first molar, and there's the second molar, once again enlarged into that carnassial blade. So in Hyenodonts and their relatives, those carnassials were formed from teeth farther back in the series than they are in modern carnivores. And this tells us two things. One, these were more fully committed to a carnivorous way of life than our modern mammals, because they didn't have any room back here for crushing teeth, for eating berries or fruits. So they were hyper carnivores, a meat-only diet. And the other thing that this tells us is that the ancient Hyenodonts and their relatives developed their carnassial teeth independently of modern carnivores. So they both arrived at different solutions to the problem of having a diet consisting solely of meat.